Hello everyone, welcome to the virtual class of Corporate Social Responsibility, a journey from profit-centric approach to people-centric approach. In previous sessions, we have discussed so many important topics related to CSR. In this session, I would like to discuss one of the most important topic of the chapter, and it is all about CSR committee. Under CSR committee, I will discuss composition of CSR committee, disclosure in the board report, recommendation of CSR policy, and functions of CSR committee. So there are four different sub-points related to CSR committee in an organization. Let us discuss point number 1, that is composition of CSR committee. As per the section 135 of the Companies Act 2013, CSR committee must contain minimum 3 directors from the board of directors. Now, we need to understand one more important item, that this provision is all about minimum 3 directors. It means we can have more numbers of directors in CSR committee of our company. Second provision, among these directors, one should be independent director. So, say for example, we have 3 directors in CSR committee. As per rule, out of these 3 directors, 1 director should be independent director. And it is compulsory to have 1 independent director in CSR committee formed by the company. Independent director, also known as an outside director. He is member of board of directors who does not have any material or pecuniary relationship with company or related person. So we need 1 independent director in our CSR committee. From this, you need to learn 2 different things. First, we need minimum 3 directors. It means the number of directors may be more than 3 in case of need. And out of the directors included in CSR committee, 1 director should be independent director. Now, there are some changes in case of a private company. In case of a private company, when there are only 2 directors, as you all know the provisions of the Companies Act, a private limited company can be came into existence with minimum 2 directors. So suppose only 2 directors are associated with a private company. In this situation, provision of 3 directors cannot be working because we have only 2 directors. In this situation, both the directors should be part of the CSR committee followed by the company. So, in case of a private company, there are some relaxations related to number of directors. From 3 directors, we can appoint both the directors in CSR committee. Then, in case of a foreign company, we need minimum 2 members, and out of these 2 members, at least 1. So it is at least 1. So 1 or both person should be resident of India. It means that both the members cannot be from abroad. One person should be resident of India. So here we have one change in the provision. Instead of 3, we need minimum 2 members, and out of these members included in CSR committee, one of the members should be resident of India. So it is one of the most important provision for you to know for the composition of CSR committee. So after composition of CSR committee, let us move to the second part of the committee related discussion. It is all about disclosure of CSR committee in the board report. According to section 135, subsection 3 of the Companies Act 2013, composition of CSR committee should be disclosed in the report of board of directors. Suppose we have appointed Mr. A, Mr. B and Mr. C in CSR committee. But how do we convey this information to the concerned stakeholder? To convey this information to the stakeholder, the disclosure of CSR committee in the board report is mandatory. Now, it is necessary for the company to mention details of all 3 directors A, B and C in the director's report, so as the other stakeholders of the company come to know about CSR committee formed by the company and who is working in CSR committee of the organization. As per the third principle of CSR, that is principle of transparency, it is necessary for the company to present each and everything very clearly to the concerned stakeholder. We don't want to hide anything from our stakeholders, and that is why this disclosure is important. Third, recommendation of CSR policy. It is the main duty of the CSR committee to frame the CSR policy of the company. The policy designed by the CSR committee should be presented before the board of directors for the purpose of recommendation. I would like to draw your attention that CSR policy is framed by CSR committee, but this committee proposed these policy to the board of directors, and board of directors recommend the policy to the company. It means it is not exclusive right of CSR committee to frame the policy and recommend the policy. They need to prepare the proposed policy. They used to put this policy before board of directors for the purpose of their recommendation. After the recommendation of the board of directors with the majority, the policy came into force as far as execution is concerned. So always take care of these things very clearly. Fourth and last part of the discussion related to CSR committee. Functions of CSR committee. Sometimes it is known as a role of CSR committee. What is the role of CSR committee in an organization? The first, to formulate and recommend the CSR policy before the board. Just before a moment, I have discussed on this thing. The major task, the major function of CSR committee is to formulate CSR policy for the company and to put this policy before the board of directors for the purpose of recommendation. So the first and foremost function of CSR committee to formulate a sound CSR policy for the organization by looking to the requirement of surrounding. Then timely review of the CSR management. The company is always taking care of different activities of the CSR. And for the purpose of looking these kind of activities at large scale, the CSR committee of the company may review CSR management so as they can propose certain changes if required, if it is not matching with the objective of the company or policy recommended by the board of director and framed by CSR committee. So timely review the CSR management is also one of the important tasks performed by CSR committee. Third, to recommend the expenses to be incurred on CSR activities or projects. At the time of discussion of different activities performed by the company under CSR, as per Schedule 7, we have list of the activities. So, the role of CSR committee is to recommend the amount of expenditure to be incurred on different activities related to CSR or different projects undertaken by the company under corporate social responsibility. So on the basis of the requirement, the CSR committee of the company may evaluate different options. And on the basis of evaluations, CSR committee may recommend the appropriate amount to be incurred on different activities performed by the company. To constitute the CSR management committee for the smooth operation and execution related to CSR activities or initiatives. As we all know that this is triangle of management: bottom level, middle level and the top level. Top level is always taking a decision, middle level is always executing this decision, and middle level executing the decision. After discussion of first 3 points, let us move to the fourth point related to functions of CSR committee. It is all about constitution of the CSR management committee for the smooth operation and execution related to CSR activities or initiative. As we all know that in the triangle of the management, pyramid of the management, we have top level management, middle level management and bottom level management. The role of top level management is to frame the policy, and role of bottom level management is to execute this policy, and middle level is working as a link between top and bottom level. Here, for the purpose of smooth operation related to the CSR activities that we have decided as per our policy, we need a strong team, we need an executive committee, we need manpower. So, CSR committee of the company may constitute the CSR management committee, and they will undertake all the activities related to CSR without any clinch. So, smooth operation of the CSR activities should be going on with the help of CSR management committee. Next function of CSR committee, it is all about transparent monitoring of the activities and expenses. When we are dealing with the public, it should be very much clear that we are transparent in all the operations. It may be possible that in a public dealing, they may ask certain questions to us related to the activities conducted by us and the expenses incurred by us on such activity. In this situation, it is necessary for CSR committee to have all records, all reports up to date. and as and when it is required, it should be presented to the concerned stakeholder in order to justify their requirement. Transparent monitoring is required to avoid litigations or allegations that the company is not working for CSR honestly. So the CSR committee of an organization has to take care of transparent monitoring of the activities. Next, reviewing performance of the company in the areas of CSR. As we all know that we have a bouquet of the activities that we can include in CSR. It does not mean that every time we used to spend on the same activities year on year. So the CSR committee of an organization used to review the performance of the company in the different areas of CSR. Company may include some of the new activities as per the requirement of the time, as per the demand of the society, as per the demand of the nation. And company may remove some of the activities from their span of the activities. It is absolutely based on the company's choice. Company may perform any activity which is mentioned in Schedule 7 of the Companies Act related to different activities to be performed by a corporate. So company may change its activity covered under the CSR based on the review of the performance. To prepare and submit annual report of the CSR related activities to the board. As I said, CSR committee is responsible to board of directors, and board of directors are responsible to the other stakeholders of the company. In this situation, whatever the activities are performed by us under CSR, it should be incorporated in annual report of the company as a separate part, corporate social responsibility. We need to include each and every activities performed by the company with appropriate detail and amount of expenditure incurred by the company. So in this situation, it is also one of the important functions of CSR committee to prepare and submit annual report of CSR related activities to the board of directors. Monitoring CSR policy time to time and to revise the same if required. As we all know, nothing is permanent on this earth except changes. So we need some changes in order to make it better. And if you want to make it different, if you want to make it better, it is necessary for us to monitor the policy. So the role of CSR committee is to monitoring CSR policy time to time. It may be quarterly, it may be biannual, it may be annual, it may be 5-yearly based on the requirement of the company, and to revise the same in order to make it better than previous one. So a CSR committee of an organization is working with these many important functions. I hope everybody is clear with the functions of CSR committee. So in all, CSR committee includes 4 different aspects to be understood. Thank you. God bless you.